We will start with a very brief introduction so you know who we are and what we're going to be doing today. And then we will just, we have a PowerPoint presentation that we will use as a guide. So I am George Lodorfos. I am the Dean of the Business School. And I am absolutely delighted to see you all, and I will be even more delighted to welcome you all to the Leeds Business School at Leeds when the right time comes.
And good morning, good afternoon and good evening, depending on where you are around the world. My name is Zoe McClelland and I'm one of the heads of the subject in the business school. So I look after the programmes that are typically business orientated. So business and management at undergraduate and at postgraduate, our MBA and the suite of MSc management courses that many of you might be interested in. So it's a great pleasure to virtually see you today. And as George says, I look forward to the opportunity to help obviously answer any questions or queries you might have about today, but equally to welcome you onto campus in a few months' time when you might commence studying with us.
Fantastic. Ivana, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, can do, for sure. So my name is Ivana and I'm one of the Global Engagement Officers. So you're going to be seeing me hopefully at university when you arrive, and I'm here to sort of support you with anything regarding your sort of academic and non-academic questions, and I work closely with the Leeds Business School as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll see as many of you on campus as we can. Fantastic. And sorry, just to note, I've got just to note as well that this session is being recorded as well as the main group. So we will be sending these recordings across to you as well. So don't worry if you forgot what was said in the room. You can always come back to the recordings later on in your own time.
So you will have to ask only easy questions that we will be able to answer. And with us, we've got two of our current students as well, one from MBA and the other one from the MSc in Supply Chain. Yi and Hoa, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, hello. I'm Thị Phương Hoa. You can call me Evelyn. I'm from
Evelyn.
Yes. I'm studying Master Supply Chain Management and Logistics.
Fantastic.
I'm from Business School, of course. So for me, like the best thing I enjoy about studying in Leeds Beckett is the school give me the practical and the hands-on knowledge activities, and in my courses I can do a lot of real-world projects and also about the case studies. And the professor was so supportive. They bring me their own industry experience and also make the class super engaged and relevant. Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Evelyn. And Yi?
Yes. Hello. My name is Yimon. I'm doing Master in Administration from Business School. And the best thing I like about Business School is like I got the chance to join so many programs that Beckett Career is also doing. And I got to join the ambassador, so I can be friends with so many people from other countries. Yeah.
I thought that you're going to say that the best thing is that, the dean, but, you all like something different. But anyway, I will have to live with it.
Yeah.
And anyway, I think that, what we're going to do just in a few minutes, because we want to give you the opportunity to ask questions. And please do not hesitate to stop me or Zoe and say, I do not understand what you are talking about. I cannot understand your accent. Slow down, or you're using abbreviations or acronyms that do not make any sense to us. So I think this is important. And it is perfectly fine. So I can see a hand up. Yes?
Anish, straight away.
Hi. Am I audible?
You got your hand up. Do you want to ask a question or?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you a question. I'm applying for a master's in sports business management.
Oh, yes.
In,
I think that you
And
should go to Carnegie School of Sport.
it's a different link.
Yeah, even though
okay,
we are the best school of the university, then I think that that we'll have to do a referral to our colleagues from Carnegie School of Sport.
sure. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes,
No problem at all.
and if you change your mind, we're always here.
Surely we'll do.
Excellent. Take care. So I will just share our screen to see how it works. We've got so many screens now because of the breakout, but I think you'll be able to see the screen as background. I'll spend a little bit of time talking about the school, the vision, and the philosophy that we're using with our students, which I think is important. And Zoe will follow more the presentation to give you some examples, so you will get a better understanding of the opportunities that you have, the links that we've got, and what is important to us. So I will sort of do the sharing now. Sorry, for instance, yeah, I don't have sharing purpose, but no, it works on hold. I don't like the on hold.
Can you give us a thumbs up if you can see our screen?
Yeah, all good. You're all good.
Wonderful, thank you.
Fantastic. Even though you've got the PowerPoint, what I'm going to, let me see, is it changing? Just one millisecond, so we can put the PowerPoint. Yes, so now should be changing. Yes, great. Just move the icons in one corner, which I cannot do. Is it better?
Yeah, let's do it like that.
Yes. Okay. We got split screen, and we need to decide whether we see only the PowerPoint or we can see you. I think that's more important to see you, especially for the first part that I will be talking, not based on the PowerPoint. So you do not have to follow the PowerPoint at this stage. What I wanted to talk a little bit is about the vision of the school. You are all international students. You are coming to us to make connections, to make connections with the school, to make connections with your tutors, and to make connections with potential employers that will give you very significant and important employability skills in order to further your career. So our vision as a school, it is to make these connections stronger, and therefore we say that we want to be one of the most engaged business schools in the region. By engaged, I mean to have links with employers, have links with professional bodies, have links with regional players that will give you opportunities to work on real life projects, live projects. They will give you the opportunities to have short-term placements with the employers, and they will give you the opportunity to attend guest lectures from them. By having these strong relationships, then they will be open to spend time with you, and this will give you a unique advantage when you will be looking for employment going forward. In order to underpin this strategy and this vision, as part of our education strategy, we said that we want to focus on delivering practice-relevant education. There are different philosophies that they say that that we want that other universities are following, where they want you to give you the basic knowledge, where you can build on. They want to give you mainly the theory. where you build on. Whilst for us, I think that, it's important to give you knowledge that you can transfer into practice. Now, this is a developmental process. It's not happening overnight. And because we know that you will all be coming from different backgrounds, you'll have different qualifications, different education systems, different preferred learning ways and learning needs. We spend as much time as we can, depending on the program that you're entering, to help you make the transition into the British UK education system, and also the education strategy that we're using at the university and the business school in particular. So we'll work with you to make this transition. In some cases, colleagues offer extended inductions in order to do that. All modules, they have parts of the induction that are targeted to help you develop some skills, understand how to interact with your tutor, because might be different from the previous institution that you are working with, and help you understand how we assess our students and what you need to do in order to succeed. So all these are very important, and we spend as much time as needed to do that. But what we are asking of you is to put your hand up and ask questions. And if you feel that, that the style or what you are hearing is not what you were expecting, to voice it, to mention it to us, so we can do something about it in order to ensure your completion, your success, and then that you'll graduate and you'll go and find a good employment after that. So this is very important. If you ask me about what is important to us and what we are measured against, one of the things that that we're measured against is your success, and the other one is your satisfaction. Yeah. So your success is measured based on retain you. So when you come, to make sure that you stay for the full duration of your program. We are measured against your continuation, which is passing your subjects on the first attempt without having to do receipts, and passing from one level to the next level if you are undergraduate, or passing from one semester to another one if you are postgraduate. So this transition without having receipts, without having failed any units. And the ultimate objective, it is to see you completing your program, the program that you started in September or January, depending on where you're starting, that you completed and you managed to get a good employment after that, relevant and linked to your program of study. So this is how we measure success. And in order to do that, we appreciate that there will be different levels of support that we need to give you, but also a whole range of opportunities to engage. Zoe will go now. I'll hand over to Zoe, what she will just mention, just a snapshot of the available opportunities. Before I hand over, I will just say that, that now, today, we've got the Education, Learning and Teaching Conference. And what we're discussing all day about how learners best learn and how to balance the face-to-face delivery with digital technologies, online, new ways of delivering lectures, new ways of testing our students' understanding of the subject matter, new ways of assessing our students. So we are in a process that we're trying to improve and optimize the way that we are teaching you in order for you to achieve the best possible outcome. So I'll hand over to Zoe just to give you a few examples so you can see how this translates in practice.
So I'll just pick up on what George was saying there. And I think what's really important for us to share with you is that it's very much a collaborative process. So on all of the courses, I know that there's a range of courses that you're interested in today, but it's about having a balance between you as the student, us as the team supporting you, and then the work that we do with industry and our industry partners. And that can range from many things. It might be having industry come in and give a guest lecture about a topic that's really relevant and really important to what you're studying. It might be about doing an assessment that's actually linked to a real life project. So a business may have come in and said they want help with a new marketing plan or some packaging that's sustainability orientated or that is right now for the new target market. And so using your fresh ideas and the new knowledge and theories that you've been thinking about to come up with new innovative solutions from them. Many of you will be thinking about getting some kind of employment when you're here with us in the UK, and Leeds is a massive employer in the region. So there are many opportunities for you to secure perhaps part-time work, because obviously we want you to focus on your studies full-time, but we appreciate that there may be a balance between, you know, earning some extra income, but also hopefully adding to your knowledge skill set so that the work experience is relevant to the industry you want to go into and to your future career aspirations, and not, you know, something that's just irrelevant to you. So that link between the Leeds City region, our employers and our businesses, and the opportunities that presents to you. One of the new things that we have downstairs, I don't think George has alluded to quite yet, but I know we're very limited for time, is that downstairs we have a new knowledge exchange hub. And that's the place where you as our students can go down and can network with businesses, can collaborate on those projects you're working on. But we're also trying to develop that into a hatchery of ideas. So those of you that might be thinking of managing and leading your own businesses in the future and may already have something of that already established, but that we can support you with our academic expertise and using your talent to make that something into something more successful. So we do a lot with industry to make sure that, as George mentioned, our education and the experience you have with us, it's practice relevant. It means that the things you are learning when you go out there into industry, when you look on your career aspirations, you're learning the things that you can go out and use straight away. It's relevant, it's topical, but also just more generally that you are learning critical skills, analytical skills, decision making. So because things will change, and a lot of particularly if you're looking at an undergraduate study here, a lot of the jobs that you might be going into in 3 or 4 years time, they haven't even existed because technology is changing so rapidly. And therefore it's important for us to be able to develop for you the skills that will give you that flexibility to have many different careers throughout your time. So it's really important for us again to keep, you know, the balance between thinking about you as responsible leaders going out there, thinking about the sustainability of people, of planet, and obviously of the work that you're actually doing. So we try to bring in those examples from day one of your studies, and that will be dependent on the course that you're studying, and I can see in the chat that there's a range of studies that you're looking at there. So on screen, I'm not talking through them, but it's just a couple of examples from across the different programmes where we'll be working on real life current projects from day one of your course. There's also the opportunity to engage, again, depending on the course that you're interested in, with a range of either simulation exercises or industry projects, or perhaps some work experience. Now that might be a full year's work experience if you're on an undergraduate programme, or it might be a series of shorter work experiences, or it might be indeed during your Easter and summer vacations where you're building up a portfolio of work. Or it may be, as I say, working on some of the volunteering that we have available within the university as well. So that experience that you develop alongside your curriculum can come from a range of opportunities. And we as a school will present you with all sorts of different opportunities. This summer we've got some students going out to Denmark and to Vietnam. We've got a study school coming from India to spend time with us. And we are developing those relationships and opportunities ongoing as well. So there's lots of opportunities, and the important thing is for you to come with that mindset. I was listening to Joe's presentation at the beginning when he was talking about come as prepared as you possibly can, because the more prepared you are for your studies, the more you will hit the ground running. And as George then alluded to, the more successful you will be in your modules. You will run seamlessly and smoothly through the duration of your courses, and then you will achieve the degree outcome and classification that you want at the end, which will allow you to take on your career journey wherever you're intending that to be. The university also has lots of other opportunities for you to get involved, whether that's, you know, joining a sporting club, and there's too many of them to mention, or whether it's like we've got Ivana and Yi on the course, being a course rep or a student ambassador or a global ambassador. Again, these things help build your communication skills, they help build your confidence, and they give you something to talk about and write about at either interview stage, or if you're going for an application and a CV. So think about the types of societies or opportunities that you can engage with outside of your studies. Don't want to take too much time away from your studies, because we know it's a balance, but things that will enhance you and the development of yourself and the skill set that you have. George has mentioned that there is a massive, our job is to make sure that you are successful, and that brings along with it a team who are there to help you succeed. That could be your academic team who are teaching you modules and helping you, supporting you through your assessments. But it could also be our administrative team behind them, who are the backbone behind, who will help you with, you know, queries about, does your timetable look right? Are you on the right modules? Have you selected your options? You know, if there's a problem with accessing something on your email or your account, that we have a team of administrators who are there to help you. And the office is just behind us with an open door policy, so you can go in and talk to them and just, you know, seek the help that you need. And then across the university, there's a massive wealth of support opportunities, whether it's the careers team that will help you with CV writing, interview skills, introduction letters when you're applying for a job, even looking for where those graduate opportunities are. We put on graduate fairs and things so you can meet employers. We do live assessment centres, and you can do practice of interviews and psychometric testing and things, so that again you can be as prepared as possible for when you are applying for those jobs. And then to help you with your studies, we have a fantastic libraries team. Not only do we have a wealth, obviously, of books and journal articles that you can search through and to read, but they also offer things like study skills sessions to help you with report writing, essay writing, presentation skills, or just some IT advice to help you along your way as well. So please don't ever feel there isn't anyone to ask or anyone to turn to. And if you're just not sure about who is the right person to ask, then again, we can point you in the direction of that through either your academic tutor and advisor, one of your module teams, or indeed like Ivana and our course reps who are there to help and support you as well. And on the other side of things, because again, I know in Joe's chat there were lots of conversations about fees and about finance. So again, we have student advice, we have student wellbeing, student money team. All of those colleagues are there to help and support you, both before you arrive with us and throughout the duration of your study with us here. We know every one of you will be different. You will be on different courses, you will study in a different way, you may select different options and modules along the journey. So it's about you being an individual and developing through a collaborative approach with us as the university and business to develop the skills that you want and provide you with the opportunity to reach your aspirations. And as George said right at the very beginning, be successful. It's the reason why you want to be joining us here. I think we've left about 5 minutes before you need to be back in another room. So we'll go back onto the chat and see if there's any questions, or indeed if there's anything that Ty or Yifeng or Yi or Ivana want to add in. If there's anything at all, we'd be very, we'd be very grateful, and we're open to anything.
Let's see a few hands up. Stephen,
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
hello.
Yeah,
Oh, good. I'm just quickly wondering, because I'm applying obviously as an international student, but from the UK through A levels. Is there any different details on that? Because all the stuff I've obviously this is less course specific and more overall. But is there any differences between that?
no, in the sense of you will obviously need to wait for your A-level results if you don't already have those, Stephen, and because you are applying as an international student, even though you're in the UK, you will have to go through those same processes. But if there's anything sort of specific you do want to ask about or any processes, then I direct you straight to admissions, because they're the font of knowledge when it comes to the application process.
All right, that's great.
And
Thank you.
there will be an opportunity to talk to our course directors for course specific information.
So
Okay.
if you haven't been made aware, and you can go onto our website, we have a postgraduate. So this is just for postgraduate, not undergraduate. So for postgraduate courses, it's on the 5th of June, and it's from 16:30 hours. So that's 4:30 GMT time. So I know again that might be evenings and early mornings for some of you around the world, but we try to do it in that evening slot because it's best for a lot of areas. And that's a 2-hour opportunity where it will be the course directors from everyone that you've applied for. So whether it's MSc Supply Chain or the MBA or Economics, Accounting and Finance, whichever course you've applied for, the course directors will be there for 2 hours to have a chat. So you might be wanting to know what are the specific modules, or like you say, what might you cover in induction, that kind of thing.
But the same would apply for you, Stephen, and any of the other students. If you want to ask any course specific questions, if you contact either us directly or Joe Rossi's team, the international office, then we can arrange for you to talk either to the course director or the course leader or our course administrator. So it shouldn't be a problem. But this one is a great opportunity for all the students who are applying for postgraduate, just to have this meeting with the postgraduate course directors or the representatives. Yeah, I can see another hand.
Sorry, that was me by mistake.
Silawi, yeah. Is it you?
No, that was Silawi as well.
Silawi,
Yeah, Ivana, you had got your hand up,
Yeah.
but there was another as well.
But if you want to come in, Ivana, or for anything else, please do so. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
So, let's say like you're going to business school, right? And then like there's this specific course that you want to do. Then you're starting with foundation. So I'm wondering, like, since you're starting foundation during your business course, like whichever one you want to do, will you be in the Headingley campus or the city campus?
The majority of our delivery is in the city campus, not exclusively and not guaranteed that you would not have to do something in Headingley campus, but the vast majority of the students for the vast majority of their delivery are on the city campus. Foundation, are you doing it with school, or are you doing with the study group?
Accounting and finance.
Okay, but with when do you do your foundation now?
September.
So are you doing the international foundation? Because that's slightly different in the sense of you will have the majority of your study skills will be on the Headingley campus, because that's delivered by the team up there. And then you will have some modules that are based, because you're interested in accounting and finance, your modules will be based in the business school. So for that module that's the business arm of the foundation, that will be done at City. But for the kind of study skills and the basics that you do, that will be up at Headingley. So you could be split side for that foundation year. But once you've passed your foundation year and you decide that you want to stay on the accounting and finance course, then that would be based at the City campus. And as George says, where the majority of your studies would be?
I was talking mainly for for the main program that we cannot guarantee that you will not have something in Headingley, but the vast majority is delivered here. But the foundation, yes, Zoe answered that.
So if you're doing the international one, it's in Headingley campus, yeah?
The majority is you would come down to City Campus for your business related modules, because that's where we predominantly teach, whereas the international studies, the foundation aspect is taught up at Headingley. So you would have, I would say, your majority of your time will be at Headingley for your first year, and then City for the for a smaller portion. But then when you actually pass that and go on to your accounting and finance arm of the degree, that's when you would come down to City Campus.
All right, thank you.
Not a problem at all. I'm just, Varna, I think, has been doing a fabulous job in the chat. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that we have missed as we've gone through it. But I think you've just about caught up with everything, haven't you, for us, Varna?
Yeah, so if anyone's got any other questions, I'm just going to pop in another message in the chat because I believe we sort of ran out of time little bit. Yes. So I'm just going to pop another message in the chat. If you've got any other questions, you're more than welcome to join the main meeting back. But otherwise, I would just like to thank you all for coming from the global engagement part of things. Hopefully see as many of you as we can in September, January, or whenever you will be able to join us. And then, yeah, thank you, George, and your team for your great presentation. And hopefully that was helpful for people to get more understanding of the school.
It is our pleasure, honestly, and we really enjoyed seeing so many of you being interested in studying with us. And please keep in touch. And the both students and you and Varna have done a fantastic job. So keep it up.
Yeah, we look forward to hopefully seeing some of you. Please do feel free to go back into the main room now, where there are some follow-up questions or the opportunity for more questions and things. And hopefully maybe even see some of you on the 5th of June for that open evening opportunity again on the online. But it's been a pleasure talking to you. So thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
See you all. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.